What's up, guys? Rouge Bludger here with Symbiotic Gaming, bringing you another Hardpoint Black Ops 2 gameplay here today. This one is on Standoff, and it's going to be a little bit closer of a game than the other Hardpoint I uploaded, which I think we won by like 200 points or more. But this one is a little more intense of a game, and I want to talk a little bit about basically how to play Hardpoint. So for those of you who haven't seen my other video, I mentioned that Advanced Warfare is going to have Hardpoint in it again, and you know, that's great because I really do like Hardpoint. I think it's a good game. You'll notice throughout the game there's these two dudes right there in the gas station. They're trying to boost for kills. I kill them a few times, and I think they just give up and leave because I kept killing them. But anyway, yeah. So Advanced Warfare is going to have Hardpoint. So if you don't know, Hardpoint's basically like King of the Hill, except the hill moves every, I think, 50 seconds. Let me check right here when this hardpoint ends. Hardpoint identified. Minute. Okay, so it's a minute. I guess I knew that. But the hardpoint moves every minute, and if you have control of the hardpoint, basically you have to have one teammate in the hardpoint, like I am right now. You will be getting a point every second that you are in it, and it goes to first to 250 or whoever has more points at the end of 10 minutes. You don't have to have more than one teammate in there. It doesn't really help you other than just holding it down. And you get capture points for capturing it, and if there's a person from each team in there, then it's contested. Nobody's getting points. But anyway, you're trying to control the hard point, and it rotates every minute, and it's a set rotation. So this, for example, was a competitive map, so I knew the rotation. It's the same. It goes to the same place every time. So after this, it's going to go back to what they call Granny's house. Then after that, it's going to go to red, bottom red. And then back to the middle, which would be, I guess, Wood 1 or Courtyard, whatever you want to say. There's the boosting I was talking about. And the building it's in, well, it was just in, was green. But you'll see I just got my my orbital, and they keep pushing me here, and I should have probably died, but luckily they didn't quite kill me, and I was able to kind of not really camp them out here because they kept pushing me. There's not really anything I could do for it, but I was able to get a few kills here, and I had to pick up a gun because I ran out of ammo in my M8. But anyway, the hard point, like I said, it's going to rotate in a set rotation, and about 20 seconds, 20 to 25 seconds, you're going to want to start sending your anchor or your person to control spawns over to the next hard point to just kind of get a get the spawns and set up on the next hardpoint. You'll notice I got the swarm there and the host left. Same thing that happened in the other gameplay actually. The host left as soon as I got the swarm. But we didn't even get any time off this hardpoint, so now we're losing 42 to 78. But you'll see, like I'm doing right now, I'm trying to go get position at the next hardpoint. Really, ideally, you'd want to send somebody to do that at about 20 seconds, and then start sending your people. You know, if you lose the hardpoint with 15 seconds left, no big deal. You can probably make up for it and then some by getting early jump on the next hardpoint. So that's usually what you're going to want to try and do on a hardpoint. You'll see right here, this person's camping behind the desk, and I was waiting for him to stand up because I don't trust bullet pins a lot of the time, but he never did, so I just shot through the table there at the desk. And right there, those packages, I'll probably sit here in a minute. Yeah, right here. This is a good place to sit and guard this hard point. You've got spawns. Generally, you're going to want to spawn on the hay side, so they have to push the packages side because it's a lot harder to push since you can guard it from right there. But so if you can get your teammates spawning on the hay side, then you'll be doing good. I got shot in the back there. I did manage to kill that kid that was in the hard point, but I got shot in the back. And we're still losing by 50 points at the end of this hard point. It just rotated back to the middle. This is the original hard point, so you're going to want to get spawns, and you know the next one's going to green, right? So you're going to want to get spawns on back street so that you can rotate and get to green by the time this one gets down to 15 seconds or so. Basically, that's how a hardpoint works. It's all about rotation, rotation, rotation. You know, if you, it's kind of like, I don't want to compare it to domination because it's a completely different game type, but in domination, rotation is key as well. You know, if you've got A and B, and they start to take A, and you can't get to it, then you might as well just rotate to C. Especially on, heck, I don't know what that map's even called in Ghost. Anyway, but yeah, it's all about rotation in Hardpoint as well, even more so than domination, because you've got to be on point with your rotations. If you're not, you're going to get beat out, and then you're going to spawn way out, and you're going to waste at least half the Hardpoint trying to get back to the Hardpoint. So you're going to be kind of, it's pointless. So you got to rotate. And this is the point of the game where I noticed, maybe we ought to start trying for some points, because we're losing. And I had a swarm. I didn't want to post a swarm video. I did want to post it, but not if we lost. So I was like, well, let's start playing the OBJ a little bit more and, start winning this game. So we take the lead here, and I think we actually lose the hard point and lose the lead again. It ends up being a fairly close game up until the end. So they take the hard point there, and generally if you've got an AR, you don't really want to sit inside the hard point unless maybe you can get to a spot like that where you can kind of watch a long lane. Generally, in a competitive game, you've got 4 people in hard point, maybe you go 3 subs in an AR. You could get by with 2 and 2 if you play it right. If you're going to want your anchor, and you're going to want your 2 OBJ players with subs, usually like your main Slayer and like an OBJ player with subs, and then like a support Slayer, whatever they're more comfortable running. And it depends on the map too. Different maps, and then whatever the other team's doing. If they're running 3 ARs, maybe you want to switch it up, go to subs, play the close game on them, because you're probably going to be able to outgun them with subs if you've got subs and they've got ARs. But there's all this stuff that plays into it. Like I said, I'm more of a competitive player, so that's kind of how I analyze all games. I competitively think about how to win even the public games like this that are 6v6. And you'll notice there I was the only one even contesting that hard point. All my teammates are on the other side of the map for some reason, so nobody else is really playing competitively. And I don't want to say, we won this because of me, but we probably won this because of me, because I was the only one rotating and, trying to contest hard points at least. But you'll notice right there they got the lead back. And it's about to rotate to red, which is the building to my right. Well, right there where that guy's hopping in. That's red, I guess because it has red shutters. But luckily, we are on control of this one. I think we get all the time with this one. And I'm sorry for this pause here. I was trying to reply to an Xbox message or something like that. And so it's a 15-second boring clip. But I managed to not die somehow. So there's that. I got my UAV, and luckily this is what I'm talking about. We got hay spawns there, and the other team's spawning way across at Granny's and at Playground and stuff like that. And that's, it takes them a good 10-15 seconds to run across the map to get here even. So by the time they've done that, we've gotten that time. It's not even hardly worth it for them. But we just took the lead back, and I think we keep the lead for the rest of the game, if I'm not mistaken. We should get all the time off this hard point, really. Because nobody's really playing the objective. They might have 1 or 2 people trying to push it, and there's me trying to hold it. But for the most part, everyone's just kind of running around playing like it's team death. And you'll notice our teammates pushed too far up and actually gave them a good spawn. But the next hard point's in the middle, so really you want to keep that hay spawn. Because if you can keep that hay spawn, you're still pretty close to the middle, and you've got for the one after that, so the green building. It's all about spawns, controlling rotations, and just outsmarting your opponents, really. Of course, gun skill helps too, but if you're smarter than your opponents, you're going to win 90% of the time. Call of Duty, for me, is like a 90%, well, I won't say 90, let's say like 70% mental game, 30% gun skill. I mean, obviously, you've got to have gun skill, but that's always something you can work on, you can make that better. And obviously, you can work on smarts too, but that's more important. It's more important to know the game, know the situation, know what you've got to do in each situation, and know how to basically, run around the map and control the map. Not just running around, but controlling the map and being able to play better than your opponents. And that's really what it's all about, guys. We've got 1 more hard point left after this one, I think. And not much longer left in this video, like a minute or 30 seconds or so. But I hope you guys learned a little something. If you didn't, I don't know, just sorry. But if you didn't know already, the basics of Hardpoint, hopefully that kind of covered it, and tried to give some tips there for anyone wanting to play more competitively, or if you do play competitively, have some conversation in the comments, whatever you want to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little more different pace than some of the other videos we've posted. But if you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let us know what you think. And just we're trying to grow the channel, have a good time. So tell your friends, check out the videos, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Good Good job, SEALs. Stand by for further orders.